Good evening. My name is Sean C. Russell. I will be speaking on ethical living on this evening. As Christian evangelists, we accept the obligation to admonish one who represents the Christian faith in any manner incompatible with these ethical Christians' ethics is well summarized by the book of Colossians, chapter 3, 1 through 6. Since then, you've been raised with Christ. Set your hearts on the things above, where Christ is seated at the right hand of God. Set your minds on the things above and not on the earthly things. For he died, and our lives is now hidden with Christ in God. When Christ, who is our life, appears, then you also will appear with him in glory. Put to death, therefore, whatever belongs to your earthly nature: sexual immorality, impurity, lust, evildoers or evil desires, and greed, which is idolatry. Because of these, or because of this wrath, God is coming. Well, let's talk about ethical living a little deeper. The Bible does give us detailed instructions on how we should live. The Bible is all we need to know about how to live a Christian life. It's in the Word. However, the Bible does not explicitly cover every situation we will face in our lives. Remember that. How then is it sufficient for all the ethical dilemmas we face? Well, that is where Christian ethics comes in. Let me tell you, science defines ethics as a set of moral principles and the study of morality. Therefore, Christian ethics would be principles derived from the Christian faith by which we act. While God's Word may not cover every situation we face every day, its principles give us the standards by which we must conduct ourselves. It has to be some standards. You can't be in the world and act like the world. You have to be set apart, and you have to act more like Christ. In these situations, there are no explicit instructions. Well, there was another question asked, and it said, how much influence should it have in different moral situations? Well, I will say religious faith often plays a role now, as many religions have a number of precepts. Such individuals may have difficulty making decisions based on moral or ethical issues. A moral obligation is a duty or a responsibility someone feels honored or bound to perform because of personal beliefs and values. A common example of a moral obligation is the act of commitment, a pillar of faith. Religious households often eternalize these values, and even if they leave the faith later, they may act with a sense of moral obligation in accordance of the values. The third question asked was, is it the Christian source of ethical living? I would say, unlike the ethical system developed by man, Christian ethics does not rest on arbitrary rules, but instead upon a strong foundation of absolutes. And it's the principles on which we to stand so we may live as Christians should. This is the Christian's only source for ethics. God bless you.